Yo, what's going on everybody? Carnage back here again, and today I am back with another video. Today I am going to be doing my comic haul from the past couple weeks, slash a little bit of a Christmas haul. So without any further ado, let's get started with the books from this week. Let me just kind of adjust you guys a little bit. First book up is Time Slide, issue number 1. Read this one the other day. Very good. Really do like it. Brings a little sneak preview of some certain things going to be coming in the future, slash things we already know, like, Doctor Doom, Sorcerer Supreme, and stuff like that. Black Panther, issue number 10. Definitely one of the weaker issues in this series, in my opinion. It doesn't even have the Sorcerer Supreme in this issue, so the cover is kind of off-putting from what actually happens in the book. But nonetheless, still a very good series. I do recommend you guys check it out. Green Arrow number 19. I am a little behind on this series, but still one of the better series. I know they did just recently change the writer from Williamson to Condon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Still very curious to see where it goes, though. And then issue number 9 of X-Men. I got the variant cover just because I really love the red on this cover. Like, very cool. I'm not even a huge Cyclops fan, but this is definitely one of the best Cyclops covers they've made in a while. Up next is issue number 14 of Dan Slott's Spider-Boy. I did actually just pre-order this action figure off of Amazon the other day, so I am very excited for, him coming in, just because Spider-Boy genuinely becoming one of my favorite characters at the moment. Then up next is Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu, issue number 3 by Jed MacKay. I feel so stupid because I have not even started reading this series yet, and I feel kind of ashamed just because Moon Knight's one of my favorite, characters, especially Jed MacKay writing it. My God, he is amazing at his writing. And then I got the variant cover to Sabretooth: The Dead Don't Talk, and of course I had to get the Wolverine cover, and just by kind of looking at the cover, I think this might be like early on stage of Wolverine and Sabretooth fighting, because I believe those are his bone claws. So very cool, very excited to read that, just because I have not really read anything about it. Issue number 64 of The Amazing Spider-Man. This story arc's pretty interesting. It's the 8 deaths of, Spider-Man. Very cool. Really, really interested to see, where it goes. Kidpool and Spider-Boy. This is actually the Kidpool from Deadpool and Wolverine, who was actually played by, I almost said Deadpool's daughter, Ryan Reynolds' daughter. Don't remember his daughter's name, but I mean, she definitely had one of the best lines in the movie, where she's basically telling Deadpool to get Wolverine's dick out of his mouth. That's great. And then one of the best series going on at the moment, DC-wise, in my opinion, Absolute Wonder Woman. Like, out of all three of the Absolute titles, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, all of them still phenomenal, but I'm really enjoying this Wonder Woman quite a bit, and I'm not even a Wonder Woman fan, so I am very surprised that I'm enjoying it that much. West Coast Avengers issue number 2, really cool series. I really do recommend you guys check it out. It's only 2 issues so far, but let me just say, the first 2, very, very good. Hell Hunters, I actually just read this one earlier today. Basically, it's just kind of like an origin story for the Ghost Rider right here. I forgot what his name is. It's Saul, something. I don't quite remember it. And then one of my personal favorite series going on at the moment, Spencer Ackerman's Iron Man series. And I really enjoyed the Jeffrey Dugan run. But let me just say, this one's pretty decent too. Still going to be picking it up, so I do recommend you guys check that one out as well. Sorry if that didn't make a lot of sense, kind of had a brain fart. And then I did buy one singular back issue, just because I have been kind of behind on my Uncanny X-Men. Found this book at the comic shop that, I usually go to. This is issue number 3, well, second printing of issue number 3 of Uncanny X-Men, the one issue I was missing. Reddit, definitely kind of a meh issue, definitely a filler one, but finally caught up on the rest of the series, and let me just say, pretty good series so far. So if you haven't read it, I do recommend it. Up next is the stuff from the week prior, because this was last week's stuff. This is about 2 weeks ago. We have Namor number 5. Really digging this series, especially with the whole, Namor basically, trying to take back the crown and become King of the Seas again. Daredevil number 16. Really digging this Daredevil series too. Very good. Really do enjoy it. Ahmed doing very well on the writing. Haven't read this one yet, but very excited to see what happens in it. Bloodhunters issue number 5. One of the few things I really, really enjoyed about the Blood Hunt event, other than like the main title itself. The side stories weren't, I'm not going to say they were bad, but most of them were just kind of meh, in my opinion. But really enjoyed Blood Hunters quite a bit. I think this might be the last issue of the series too, so kind of curious to see what happens. And then Straczynski's run on Captain America. This is the final issue, which kind of sucks just because I've been really, really enjoying this issue, or this series, I mean, and I'm kind of sad to see it end. But, very excited to see what happens in that issue as well. And then Titans number 18, I mean. In the previous issue, we find out that Donna Troy here becomes the new leader of the Titans. And let me just say, very, very good series so far. I do recommend you guys check it out if you have not been, checking it out. And then we have Hellblazer Dead in America issue number 11. I have not read issue number 10 yet, but I am very excited to, see where this goes, because this is the last issue of this series as well, which does suck just because I've been really enjoying it so far. And TVA number 1, not going to really get too much into it, but let me just say, I really do like the concept of the Gambit that they have in this series. Didn't get to really see a ton about him, but he's basically just a regular Gambit, just, with a, dead rogue, from what I'm kind of assuming. But, yeah. Decent first issue. I do recommend you guys check it out, but, just gonna say, not super looking forward to the second issue. Like, I'll still pick it up, but, And then, one of the best series, or one of the best characters that's been created in the last, 5 years, in my opinion, other than, Spider-Boy. Helverine, one of the most badass characters I've read about in a long time. This is the variant edition done by one of my favorite artists, Alessandro Cappuccio. And let me just say, look at this and tell me it's not peak. It's so peak, dude. I love it so much. Very excited about it. And then up next is Absolute Batman, issue number 3. Definitely a very, very cool issue. We get a little more in-depth look at, this universe's Batman's past. Not going to get much more into that, just because, don't want to spoil anything. And then, one of my favorite series going on at the moment, issue number 12 of Ultimate Spider-Man. Such a good series so far, and I mean that. This issue introduces what I'm assuming might be the symbiote, which I am very excited to see what they do with that, just because this one's made by Tony Stark, and it's his original suit, so I'm very curious about that. Fantastic Four, issue number 27. Definitely one of the weaker issues in this run, in my opinion. Doesn't really even follow the Fantastic Four, really. It mostly just follows the children of the Fantastic Four, / the Things kids, so. But, nonetheless, still a decent series. And then going on to the couple of things that I had for Christmas. I finally got my chance to read Tom King's The Vision. Basically, I can see why it won the Eisner Award. One of the, better comic book series I've read in a while. Such very, it's so good. Even the artwork on the inside, very good. Kind of get to, see a lot more of the Vision, get to see the Vision being a parent, other things like that. So, pretty cool. And then the last thing I'm going to show is the action figures that I've got for, the holiday season. Now, these first two that I'm going to show, I did pick up before Christmas, but let me just say, kind of wish I would have got them sooner because they would have probably been on my top 10 list. And the first one I'm going to show is Dracula, blah 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 blah. Definitely a very cool figure, I will say that. It's the second ever Dracula we've had in Marvel Legends form. The first one was back in the Toy Biz days, and that one came in like I think it was either a 3 or 4 pack with Frankenstein, Wolfman, and I think there might have been another one. I may be wrong though, but regardless, still a very cool figure. Really happy to have him. And I actually did have him on hold at the comic shop that I order all my books from. So shout out to Starfighter Comics. Thank you guys for holding on to a Dracula. And they also held on to one of these figures for me because I know I really, really enjoyed, Helverine. The brand new Helverine figure. I'm assuming this is the one that, possessed Logan and not the one that possessed his son Daken. But I might be wrong just because I know when Daken first got, possessed by, oh, I forgot the demon's name that is possessing them, but he's basically like an artist type one. He makes, sculptures out of like the dead bodies, which pretty fucked up, but I mean still a badass character and character design. And then the last thing I'm going to show was actually a 3-pack, and it's the cooler 3-pack. Kind of wish I would have, gotten this one, sooner. But, I have the Shield 3-pack. I think that's what it's called. But let me just say, such an amazing 3-pack. Like, I definitely really enjoyed these two the most out of the pack. Especially the Nick Fury, because they also gave him... just a second. I have it up here. The, original Nick Fury head too, and it's not even a reuse. It's a brand new head sculpt. But I will be truthfully keeping Nick Fury kind of like, the Samuel L. Jackson one, just because I always really enjoyed the Samuel L. Jackson Nick Fury. Such a very, very cool Nick Fury. But yeah, very, very nice Christmas, in my opinion. Didn't get a whole lot, but I got to go see my family, which haven't really done a ton of the past few months. So very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful that, I'm going to be moving closer to them soon. So, yeah. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. So, hope you had a great Thanksgiving, Christmas, even though I know Thanksgiving was like over a month ago. But I hope you guys had a good Christmas, and I hope you guys have a safe and happy New Year's. And yeah, don't know if I'll be posting any more videos other than this one in 2024. So, guess I'll see you guys next year. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace.